Welcome to the Global Fantasy Sports Forum, and we are only a couple days away from the opening round from the 2024 AFL season getting underway. And we've already done some content regarding the opening round. I've given you a two-part series on who we should look out for, what players we should keep an eye on for fantasy purposes. But now we are going to be finally doing our 2024 AFL Fantasy team reveal. We'll also have our AFL Supercoach team reveal. That will be done very shortly after this as well. But we're going to start off with the AFL Fantasy one. But before we get into that, if you haven't done so yet, if you are new to the Global Fantasy Sports Forum, I want this to be a community where whether you're an experienced player, whether you're an inexperienced player, I want everyone, all types of players to come together and share tips, share ideas, share their thoughts. We're going to be tackling different topics, going to tackle different questions. We're going to go through a lot of the tough decisions. I can't speak, decisions that you'll think about on a weekly basis. And I really hope you guys enjoy just the laid back nature of this channel. But yeah, subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumbs up, like the videos. It helps the channel and the video do wonders. And hopefully you guys can get this out there to multiple fantasy as well as AFL fans. And hopefully you guys continue to enjoy the things that we do here. But let's get into our AFL Fantasy team reveal. And here it is, guys. And here it is. So let's start from the forwards. I've finished my selection. Starting from the forwards, I've got Jack McGrath. He averaged 91.8 points last season. A bit of a down year. He's definitely capable of averaging in the hundreds. So hopefully he'll be able to get back to form. And the forward position for fantasy is very shallow. There's not much good depth at all. So you really need to find some good value picks there because there's not really much stars in that forwards position. And McGrath would most likely be one of them. Now, going next is Zach Fisher. The Kangaroos have got a lot of intriguing fantasy prospects, and Zach Fisher moving over is one of them. And in his preseason game, he had an absolutely monster game, and it translated well to fantasy. So hopefully we see more of that. Hopefully we continue to see him produce and stay healthy and whatnot. And yeah, at 623,000. He could really be somebody who either makes good money but could potentially be a keeper if he stays consistent throughout the season. Now, I mentioned this in my Fantasy Gems opening round video. James Jordan is definitely somebody you'd want to try and bring in from the Sydney Swans. He's going to be a key part of that midfield, especially with no Callum Mills and Luke Parker. Taylor Adams is also injured as well, so he's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting alongside Errol Gulden. At 454,000, he will be an absolute bargain, and for the responsibility that he needs to partake, it should be really good for fantasy owners. And also, Alex Sexton, talking about a big preseason game. Alex Sexton was huge for the Gold Coast Suns. Again, at 382,000, he'll be a money maker definitely for sure. And then again, another Kangaroos player in Zane Dersma. Got another money maker there, hopefully. And also got Harley Reid, the number one pick for the West Coast Eagles. Hopefully he'll do some big things. He's got 64% of ownership. Hopefully he'll be able to add some spark to a much lacking West Coast Eagles team. And on the bench, I've got Sean Manick, who hopefully will be able to get some good playing time with the Geelong Cats. Also Charlie Lazaro and another youngster there. And Jai Clark, another youngster for Geelong. Didn't really do much last year, but hopefully he'll be able to have the chance to contribute more in 2024. I've also did a video on the best rucks pairing. Max Gawn and Brodie Grundy is who I've decided to go with. There is an argument that could be made that I could look at somebody like a Tristan Xerri, but we obviously know what Brodie Grundy was like before he was at Melbourne. So, I know Sydney's got like Peter Ladhams and whatnot, but I'm hoping Brodie Grundy will be able to be the primary rucksman for Sydney, and we'll see how that goes. But for 677,000, it's honestly not too bad of a price. So I don't think there's a lot of downside at all. Now moving into the midfield, I am quite happy with my midfield. Got a lot of potential stars and some undervalued stars as well. Errol Gulden, I'm expecting him. I'm expecting him to continue to get better. I'm honestly cannot get the words out of my mouth. But yeah, just hopefully he'll continue to take another step forward and continue to be one of the best midfielders in the game. Tom Green, he's always consistent. He's definitely been one of the key parts of the Giants midfield. Caleb Serong, again, he's been consistently putting up big performances year in, year out. Jack Steele, last year was a bit of an underperformance by his standards. He's definitely somebody who can average 100 plus. So for 884,000, I'm hoping he'll be able to get back to that form. Same with Tuke Miller. Tuke Miller had a bit of a down year. Only 13 games played last season, but only averaged 96. He's also somebody who can easily average 100 plus. Nat Fyfe, can he finally stay healthy? Can he finally be a key part of the Fremantle forward and midfield line? Only played 9 games last year, but I'm expecting him to hopefully stay healthy and really contribute. And he was a star. If you look at 2020 and before 2020, he was doing some big things. So he's definitely capable and has got the potential there if he can stay right. Darcy Wilson, I believe he's going to be a big part of what Saints do, and another youngster there. Colby McKercher, another Kangaroos youngster. And then Riley Sanders and Matt Roberts. Hopefully some good potential cash cows there for the Swans and the Bulldogs as well. And then let's move to our defense. We've got Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos is almost, he broke out, absolutely killed it last year, and hopefully he'll continue to take strides. He's only so young, 21, such a talented player at such a young age. No surprise, 50% of people have got him owned. I know that he's got an early buy, and also the fact that against Hawthorn could potentially be tagged quite a bit, but I think I'm just going to stick with Dacos to start round 1. I've decided to bring in Messiah Wanganeen Malera. I think he's going to break out. Another youngster there at 21. I think he's going to be in for a big season. He's going to take a step forward, and 824,000. He could definitely creep towards the high 90s to 100 point average, in my opinion. Hayden Young, a bit of a down year last year. I think he can do a lot better, and I think he's an undervalued asset, and he can, again, similar to Wanganeen Malera, could also average close to that 100 point mark. Keaton Coleman, I think he's going to be in for a breakout year. I think he's going to take on more responsibility and also have a lot more involvement with the footy. So that obviously that should translate well for his fantasy standards. And then you got Josh Gibcus, Zach Reid, Ari Schoonmaker, and Toby Pink to round out just the youngsters there and potential cash cows. So that is my squad for the 2025 AFL Fantasy season. I'm quite happy with the potential of money makers that I have on my bench. I'm happy with the balance that I've been able to include in my midfield. The forward pack is a little light, but I'm hoping that these guys can lift the weight. I did have Sam Flanders in my team initially. I was looking at Sam Flanders, but I'm not sure. I'll have a look at how he performs in the opening round before deciding whether I want to bring him in or not. But there you have it, guys. That is my AFL Fantasy team reveal for 2024. Let me know what you guys think. Do you rate my team? Do you think my team is trash? Where could I improve on? And if you have any suggestions on who else to bring in, let me know. And also, let us know your team selections as well. Let us know who you've decided to bring in and your full team reveals there, and leave it in the comments section down below. I'll be really interested to see how others differ from what I've selected. So leave it in the comments down below, discuss away, and take care. And we'll see you for the start of the AFL season. Bye.